Hello, welcome to Brockwell Lane. This is part 2 of my J94 from DJ Models, which I said I was going to weather and detail in the last update, and here it is. As you can see, I've renumbered and weathered to represent a Cromford and High Peak locomotive. I've made a few changes to some of the details. You notice for a start the coupling rods are now not red anymore, they're weathered over. Similar colour to the main body parts, which is my usual mix, which you've seen before on particularly my pannier weathering video. It's for those that didn't watch, it's acrylic frame dirt and acrylic roof dirt from Rail Match mixed together 50-50, and then I sort of smother the whole thing in it, or at least all the black areas. Transfers are from HMR. See, I think the press-on ones, we wet the back of the tissue paper. I've had some fire irons on there which actually came with the model. I painted those a rusty colour. I've also changed the buffers. They came with round sprung buffers. I've changed this for they're actually off a Helgen Falcon spare parts sprue which I had lying about. So they're the oval buffers, more like was fitted to the real locomotive, or this particular model. The round ones are of course correct for a lot of them. This Cromford and High Peak version did have oval ones for some reason. Other things I've done, I did remove that screw from the chimney actually and painted the inside black, and I think that looks better. You see these shutters are made for the side windows as well. Now Cromford and High Peak got very cold in winter, and they had these wooden, almost like gate doors fitted to the side of the locomotive so they could shut them when it was particularly cold. Another alteration at the back, you remember it had a high coal bunker on the top there, which I removed. It did actually pull off in the end. It did leave a couple of holes which I had to fill in, and I put some coal on top of the bunker there to hide. It was just actually a flat top on that, so the coal's just sat on top of there to make it look like it's an open bunker. There's also in there, you probably can't see, but there's a couple of Blackman crew in there as well. And there's the other side of the locomotive. And it's also had KDs fitted, which is my usual practice. Front smoke box numbers were from a Fox transfer sheet. You just cut out the right numbers and put them on. So that's about it. It's a nice model. It came apart very easily. All the different parts do separate out, like the saddle tank, and the cap comes off as well. So it makes it easier for painting. Very good. It's a little bit light, and I'm not sure the motor's quite as powerful as some other makes, but you know, I'm sure it'll pull anything I'm going to need it to pull anyway. As far as the fiddle yard on this side is concerned, I've just taken it up the tracks that were there in order to try out some new point arrangements. I'm hoping to make this a little bit more almost like a dock side for some of my locomotives that are on the way, like the 13XX dock tank. I might even get a USA tank to shunt along here. It's going to be really overgrown, I think, and BR early 60s period, I should think. I'm actually wondering about waiting for the new Pico Code 75 bullhead rail, because I quite like to try that on there, so I might just wait for that. I don't know how far off it is. So the loco still needs some lamps on, which I'll put on, and I might give it a gentle weathering over the buffer beam there as well, because they still stand out as quite red. But that's basically it, and I'm quite pleased with that engine. So feel free to comment below, subscribe, and hope you enjoy this video. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.